Silva Lanes in Albuquerque are here for the title matches of today's JBT event, the last regular season New Mexico, Texas event of the year. Veteran one of the scratch division is 12-time champ Nick Devlin is taking on 74-time champion Cortez Shank. Nick trying to break a personal three-way tie with some of his buddies, Soviet and Harley Swigert, who have each won 12 as well. Nick trying to get one ahead of him out here in Albuquerque. Nick just defeated Chris Ortega 209-165 in the scratch semifinals. Before that, Ortega beat Zach Wojciechowski and Blaine Hurst to open up the scratch division finals. Pulled on Eiffel Tower today, 48 feet in the middle, extremely long. Not a heavy volume, so bowlers are contending with balls that are hooking early and then not doing anything late. So you see the difference, how few boards Nick is covering. Nick can easily swing the whole lane. Tez can play any board he wants, but you're going to see him not cover a whole lot of boards. Either player, and he started out spare double against Tez's 9 spare with a couple ring 10s, ring 7, ring 10 actually. And he gets 4-9 out. He would not have been very happy if he started out 7-10-9 for his first 3 shots. Trying to become the first player to win 75 career JBT titles. Of course, anytime he wins, he's the first player to win whatever amount of titles that is. So he has far eclipsed Kyle King. To their left, Destiny Johnson is the top seed in the handicap division. That's a bad break. She should have had that 2-7 split conversion there. She's giving 36 pins to Allie May in the handicap finale. Tez finally catches that double, ties up the match over there. Allie has climbed the ladder to this point. 4 out of 5 girls made the top 5 today, and all 4 of them needed a top 10 finish just to get into the Invitational. So the ladies came through in spectacular fashion today. Destiny had a huge game 8 to leap into the lead that she's trying to protect here in the finale. Nick, a former PAC Northwest Conference Bowler of the Year. See both players playing right around the 4th arrow and then essentially just getting the ball to lay over in the pocket from there. And he retakes the lead with that turkey. Nick also is the National College Rookie of the Year, bowling for the Club National Champion Arizona State team. So what an honor out of hundreds and hundreds of college freshmen to be the Rookie of the Year nationwide. Well earned. He started out red hot in the college season and obviously maintained that all throughout the year. Ooh. See, just a little further right of target, the ball never really takes that dive. The result's a half 10. It's not that it looks much different ordinarily, but it looks like Allie's arm could just fall off and hit the floor at any given second. This is her, this is only her 4th tournament back with us after a protracted absence, and this is her 12th game of the day. Of course, getting her into the Invitational, which could go easily that many games tomorrow, depending on how long you survive. That is a lot of bowling. And the 7-2 gives her only 40 through 5. So she trails by 40 and is only getting 36. So she's going to have to pick it up here in the second half. More than capable of doing it. She has ended 3 opponents' days, some of them in dramatic fashion. And she's just trying to get that ball to get the head pin right now. She beat Justin Hackney 200-191. Had a big game, 237-204 over Shanice Williams. And then 198-187 over Jay Heffer. Jay needed a spare strike in the 10th to tie, and she chopped the spare to set up where we are now. Tez with that pristine laydown. And a nice spare from May at the same time. When he's not trying to delay the hook, he lays it down so quietly you barely even hear the ball hit the lane. Looks like we got a great one brewing here in the scratch division. 2 veteran bowlers putting up big numbers on what proved to be a very challenging pattern today if you weren't named Shank. The cut was minus 144 today in the scratch division, so that's well under a 180 average to make the top 40%. And Tez had no part of that. He qualified first at plus 118, well ahead of the field, and then first after 8 games at plus 312. So far and away the dominant bowler of the day, and there's always kind of a mental challenge about that when you just destroy a tournament field by so much. Then you got to come back and win one more game in the stepladder. You've had to sit on the sidelines for about an hour and change. It'll be a challenge for anybody, but right now Schenk up to that challenge. Destiny slides by a bucket over there. And Devlin back flush in the 1-2. Trails by 10 and can tie it up with a strike in his 7th. Destiny's got family originally from the Albuquerque area, out of Western Phoenix now. 3-time champ, including 1 major, the Desert Open. Jason pins back with that open alley stare. Now she's got a somewhat tricky little 3-6 to contend with. Destiny, part of an extremely rare company in JBT. I don't know if Nick loved that one or is begging for it to hold, whichever. It stayed dead flush. He's got himself a tie match. One of only 2 parent-sibling combos to both have JBT titles. Just drive with a spare. Destiny, of course, 3 titles. And Papa Ray with his titles back in the day. Back, was that 1981?
Sure.
79? Something like that?
I wasn't born yet, but yeah.
There you go, close enough. Ooh, and the first real big mistake from the match is Tez's. These are 2-4-8-10s. Who's the other combo, people watching at home? The other parent-sibling combo. Both have JBT on the West Coast. David and Aaron Coleman, who sadly are out in Texas now. Maybe we'll get out east to them one of these days. And Tez is beside himself, literally. He's in disbelief over that 2-4-8-10. And Allie putting together a little later on here. Spare in the 6th and 7th. Don't count her out yet. If she can stay upright, she can win this game. Interesting to see whether Tez really goes for it here. You can lose a little more counts if you don't. He is going for it. And that's what happens when you do go for it. It's easy to only go 6-2 instead of 6-3. Tez's body language obviously tells the story here. Oh. Telling me. That's a tough one, Mama says. On top of everything else, Cortez is fighting a bit of a cold. I asked him how he was doing earlier, and he said, fine. So, a lot of times I've seen people bowl great when they're sick. I don't know what that is about that. Trying to recover off that open now. All right, gets the 10 out there. Anything less than a 300 game, and Cortez is exasperated these days, but he's really disappointed with that shot in the 7th. Devlin has a chance to stomp on him now right here. Probably the bowler Cortez didn't want to face the most, because he has the most experience besides him in the finals. Boy, and he's got that fade working perfectly right now. If you're getting the ball, the 10 pin out from that angle, the ball must be hitting just exactly the right spot. One of Destiny's nicest shots of the match there. She gets a big strike in the 8th. Let's see where they stand. Again, Destiny's giving 36, and as it stands, she leads by 40. So a close match here, down to the 9th and 10th. Johnson would love to catch a double here. Devlin would love to catch a triple here. Wide. Oh, it comes back. Wow. He's opened up a couple boards of room there. When it's pure fade, it carries. When he gets it right, it comes back and carries. And there's some more carries. Johnson flushes a huge double in the 8th and 9th. Papa Raymond's proud of that. Tez still has room for 241, very much in this match. Let's see what he does on the lane that he missed on last time. Well, oh, what a tremendous break. And he doesn't have to see that lane again. I was about to say no surprise that after the light hit, comes back and comes up high the next time. Catches the break, doesn't have to worry about what the heck happened on 34. Tez must strike out for 241 because right now Nick's 9 spare strikes for 248. So Tez has to double just to make Devlin mark. Boy, a scoring pace he probably would have thought would have been enough to win this match. The way it's been going. It'll be a tough one to swallow even for a 74-time champ if he happens to not come out in the right end of this. Ali, meanwhile, open in the 9th. So Destiny's got a big advantage here. Anything can happen in the handicap division. Let's see her catch a little double here. That's close. It is. Oh. Give her her hits. Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan, no. 9-1.
9-1. Tez is going to call 9-1 if he doesn't strike out here. That'll do it.
I'll get on my phone.
You might have to because Tez popping a jugular here. Well, Ali misses that. It's a 103 scratch. 177. Destiny's going to win this, but what a run Miss May made up that ladder.
Climbed all the way up. That was great.
She's 6 hours ago. She wasn't even in the invite. And she darn near wins her second title. The wheels just came off for Cortez there. That's a shame because he was fantastic all day long. Step ladders are cruel creatures sometimes, or the way around it.
Good shot, Justin. Pick it up.
Well, bragging rights for Devlin now as he pulls ahead of Harley and Russ by 1 title in a fantastic chase. Well, he's got a lot of room. He's got room that people did not have all day, obviously, at a minus 40 cut.
I wish I had that type of room. I got the type of room and I got
when you swing it, if you're trying to fade it, bowlers who swing it that much would bucket at best, not wash out or something like that. He's getting that ball to tip from there somehow.
I tried, it was just wash out. Maybe if I didn't be bad at bowling.
Destiny also the runner-up in the women's series today as Amelia Festing won that title, but Destiny will be bowling for the invitational title coming off a title the day before. 170 scratch is plenty for Destiny for a 208 win. And Nick is putting up a huge number over there. Will we get a smile out of Destiny? Oh, an internet smile for Destiny. Look at that. That's what it takes, people. You should get a smile out of Ali. Ali, is Ali, you're still awake? Are you ready to stop bowling for the day?
Oh, wow.
She said. Yes, thank you.
Bedtime.
And hats off to Devlin. I don't know, 269 out of somewhere is one heck of a score right now. Finishes it off. What a game for Nick. Wow.
I wish I could bowl like that.
Excellent job out of all of our finalists, and somehow, which makes no sense because I feel like the season just started, let's go run an invitational tomorrow.
Let's not.
Here we go.